Welcome to our video on floriculture. So what is floriculture? Well, floriculture is the growing of plants and flowers. And this industry is the one that's under analysis for your November case study examination. In this video, we're going to take a look at the market, its history, recent market changes, and the outlook for the future. So turning first to history. You are extremely unlikely to be asked a question regarding the history of floriculture, but having an understanding of where the industry has developed from may help you in your writing about the recent market changes and the future outlook. So when did it all begin? The interest in growing plants and flowers goes back centuries. In fact, it's reputed to go all the way back to the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. However, there have been a few technological advances which have been key to its development, such as the greenhouse. The first greenhouse is recorded as being built in AD 30. However, one of the most important innovations was the development of the polytunnel in the 1920s. This replaced glass with its much cheaper alternative, PVC, and made costs of entering the floriculture industry drop significantly. There have also been a few key countries in the development of the floriculture industry. The first one we're going to look at is the Netherlands. By the 17th century, the Dutch farmers were already successfully exporting tulips throughout Europe. And many of the processes which they developed are still in use in the industry today. One of the other key countries is the United States of America. In the 1960s, the United States decided to invest in Latin America, particularly Colombia. They discovered that the region was climatically very suitable for growing flowers, which, taken together with the plentiful supply of water, an airport and cheap labour, meant that it would be able to successfully diversify into floriculture and away from its then dependence on exporting coffee. So that concludes our brief look at the history of floriculture. Moving on to look at more recent market changes. And we're going to consider these under several headings: demand, the export market, the import market, issues concerning transportation, the European Union market, and ethical issues. Turning first to demand. With respect to the traditional markets of the United States and Europe, they're currently seeing a stagnation in demand. However, on the positive side, there has been an increase in demand from Eastern European countries, such as Russia. However, the Russian market has proved to be unstable, but more on that in the industry examples video. Moving on to the export market. The export market is generally becoming more competitive, seeing an increase in market share for countries such as Kenya, Ecuador, Ethiopia, Colombia, and Malaysia. If we look at these effects on these pie charts, looking at the 2 years 2003 and 2013, whilst we can see that the Netherlands is still the world's largest cut flower export nation, its share is falling. However, that for Colombia, Ecuador and Kenya is increasing. You will also notice that there are a few new names on the 2013 chart. One new country to be entering the export market is India. India is looking to increase its market share of the floriculture export industry. And to assist with this, the government has provided support for setting up auction houses, providing better storage facilities, refrigerated cargoes, and developing export units with refrigeration facilities. Currently, its global share of the floriculture market is expected to be 0.89% in 2015. So that concludes our look at the export market. Moving on now to the import market.